Welcome to the continuation of our discussion for looping. So for today, we're going to have another examples of looping statement or looping programs. To start, so let me have the debc again. Okay, so we have here number include and then main. So for example, we will use here a for loop statement. So for, and then we have let me have 1, and then a is less than or equal to 20, and then we have a plus equals 2. Okay, so let's declare the variable for a here on top. Okay, and then we will do the printf. Printf %d, we will call now the value of a. Okay, so if you notice on this portion, guys, what I did here is to add as an assignment operator, wherein this one is equivalent to a is equals to a plus 2. So if you will remember, okay? So meaning our program will start from 1. So the program will, or the looping will start from the value of a is equals to 1 up to the value of a is equals to 20. So meaning the range of the looping is from 1 to 20. But if you will look at this one, the incrementation here is from 2. So meaning we will start from 1, then it will become 3, it will become 5, 7, 9, and so on and so forth. So let me try this program. So let me save this one first. We have loop. So if we're going to run the program, okay, so if you will see the program, the output of the program, it will display 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19, because the value of a will increment by 2s, or it will add 2 from the initial value of 1. Okay, so this is the first example. Okay, next one, we'll have another one wherein we'll go back to our previous example last time, wherein I declared here, or we computed for the value of sum. Okay, so for example, here I have 5 numbers. Okay, so we will now display the value of sum. So sum plus equals 8. Okay, so do you still remember this one? Okay, so let me run it again. So we have here, okay, so the sum of 5 numbers is 15. So let me display the value of this one first. So we have printf, and then we have %d. So %d will display the value of a. Okay, so let me run again. Okay, so if you will look at this one, guys, it will display numbers from 1 to 5. So that's the purpose of this one, if you still remember that. And then after that, it will display the sum of this number. So we have 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So that's why the answer here is 15. Okay? So now, let us now add additional value here. So I'll make it 10. Now, this time, we're going to give a condition that we will only want to get the sum of the numbers from 1 to 10, but we will only get the sum of even numbers. Okay? So remember, during our discussion, we discussed here that if we want to identify if the number is odd or even, we will use the formula modulo. Okay, I hope you still remember that. So we'll add here a condition. If a mod 2 is equals to 0, okay, this one. So meaning, we will display numbers using this code. We will display numbers from 1 to 10. That's the purpose of this program or this code. Now, I added here a condition wherein if A mod 2 is equals to 0, that's the time it will apply sum plus equals A. Okay? And then afterwards, after the loop, it will display here. Let me add the sum of even numbers is. Okay, so let me try this program. So let us check if we got the even number. So the value here is 30. So let me check if we really got the even numbers. So we'll have, so based on the numbers here, what are the even numbers? So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So let's add the value of even numbers lang. 2 plus 4 will give you 6. 6 plus 6 will give you 12. 12 plus 8 will give you 20. And 20 plus 10 will give you 30. So meaning this program will display only the sum of even numbers. Okay, for the simulation part, for this one, in order for us to identify the output. Okay, so the value of A is equals to 1. That's the initial value. Okay, and then the value of sum, initial value of sum is 0. Okay, so we have here is 0. Let's make it 5 so that we will not have a longer discussion or longer simulation. So is 1 less than or equal to 5? True. So since this is true, we will execute this one. So we'll display printf %d. %d is referring to the value of A, which is equivalent to 1, and then \n, or move on the next line. Then increment the value of A. A now will become 2. So this is now the value of A, which is 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? So this is true. Sorry, I forgot to mention this one. Sorry. After this one, after we displayed, sorry, let me remove this. After we display this one, it will ask again, is A, what's the value of A? It's 1. Is 1 mod 2 equal to 0? Meaning, is 1 divided by 2 will give us a remainder of 0? True or false? So the answer is false. So meaning, since this is false, we will not execute this program or this line. Okay, so it will increment the value of A. So A now will become 2. So is 2 less than or equal to 5? This is true. So since true, we will execute again this one. So we will display the value of A, so which is 2. And then \n, move on the next line. Then we will test this condition. Is A or is 2 mod 2 equal to 0? So meaning is 2 divided by 2 will give us a remainder of 0. So since the value is 0, this is equivalent to true, it will display this one. So sum is equivalent to sum is equals to sum plus A. So we'll have this one here. We will change the value of sum. So sum now is equivalent to 0 plus A. So will give us 2. Okay? So that's the value of sum now. Okay, next. Moving on, so we'll have increment the value of A. So A now will become 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? So that's true. So since true, we will execute again this one. So we will display the value of A. Okay, and then test again the condition. 3 divided by 2 will give us a remainder of 0. True or false? So since the remainder of this one, if we will divide 3 by 2, will give us a remainder 1. We will not execute this one. Okay? Then afterwards, increment again the value of A. So A now will become 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? True. So execute again this one. Again, we will display the value of A here, which is equivalent to 4. And then test. Is 4 divided by 2 has a remainder of 0? So that is true. So since this is true, we'll execute the value of sum. So sum now will give us sum plus a. So we'll give sum is equivalent to 2 plus a, which is 4, will give us the value of 6. Okay? And then increment again the value of a. So a now will become 5. Okay? So is 5 less than or equal to 5? True. So since this is true, we'll execute again this one. So display 5 here because of this code. And then test the condition. Is 5 mod 2 equal to 0? This is false, so we will not execute this one. Then increment again the value of a will give us 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? This is false. So since this is false, we will not execute this statement. We will now jump on line 11. So we'll have here the sum of even numbers is. So it will display the last value of sum, which is 6. Okay, so this will be the output of the program. So let's check if this one is correct. Okay, so I got the same answer because we changed this one earlier. Another one, we will add additional looping statement wherein we will apply the do program or the do while loop. So we'll have here the do, open and close curly braces, and then I'll add ans, shortcut for answer, and then I will have this one, okay. Printf, the program will ask us if you want to try again this program. Then we will add while ans is equals to small letter y, or the value of ans is equals to capital letter y. Then don't forget, since we're using a do while, you have to put a semicolon after the while statement. Okay? So let's try here. Sorry, I forgot to add this one. Okay, so if you notice here, guys, okay, there is a program here. Do you want to try again? If I click yes, it will display the same program. See, did you get that? So yes again, so it will display another one, capital Y, so it will display another program. If I will press N for no, it will end the program. Now just to make this clean, I will add here the system, then we'll have the CLS to make this to apply the clear screen. Okay, so if I will have yes, okay, as you notice, it will run again and again the program. Okay, but if I will type no, it will end the program. Okay, so you even you did not notice that because we added the clear screen already. Nire-remove niya na yung mga previous output natin. Nililinis niya na. Okay, now we will have another sample program. Okay, we're in. What we're going to do is we will have an even and odd numbers. Okay, but then it will count, the program will count how many even numbers and how many odd numbers that we have. Okay, so let's proceed with another example. So let me remove this portion. Okay. Maybe I'll just put a comment first. Okay, so here what we're going to do is to identify how many even numbers and how many odd numbers. So I'll have even. Okay, so let me remove this one. Okay, so this time we'll have, so let's make it 10. So we will display the value of 10 numbers, and then it will count if this is this condition. Diba, remember, if you use this condition, this is referring to even numbers. Okay, if you have this condition, it will display even numbers. So we will add here even plus plus. Okay, else add plus plus. Okay, and then I'll explain this one later. Printf the number of even numbers is, okay, then let me copy this one. This time this is for add. Then I will add here the numbers are, okay, so let me remove this portion, the other one here. Okay, so if you will look at this program, so we'll do the simulation later. So the program will run from 1 to 10. So meaning it will display numbers from 1 to 10. And then from numbers 1 to 10, the program will identify from numbers 1 to 10 what are the even numbers because of this condition. Now, after we identify the even numbers, it will add the value of even plus plus. Okay? Now, if ever na hindi po siya even number, it will add the value to add variable. So that's the looping, that's how the looping will run. Okay? So let me have the simulation, and then let me decrease the value of this one first. Okay. So we'll have now A is equivalent to 1, and then the value of even is 0. The value of add is 0. Okay? So we have here the numbers are, so let me have the output. Okay? So we'll have backslash T. Okay, so let me, okay. So let me have this. Okay. So we'll start, is 1 less than or equal to 5? This is true. So since this is true, we'll execute this one. So we'll display the value of A, which is 1. It will display 1 here. And then backslash T. So it will move on the, sorry, it will move on the next row, or next column rather. It will tab. Then we have a condition here. Is A or is 1 mod 2 equal to 0? So since this is false, we will jump here. Dito tayo mapupunta sa else. So meaning add now will become 1. That's the purpose of add plus plus. So yung add mo magiging 1. Okay? After that, increment the value of A. So A now will become 2. So is 2 less than or equal to 5? This is true. So since this is true, we'll execute again this one. So it will display the value of A, which is 2. Then tab again. And then is 2, we will test the condition. Is 2 mod 2 equal to 0? True. So since true, we'll add the value of even number. So even now will become 1 as well. Then increment again the value of A. So A now will become 3. So is 3 less than or equal to 5? This is true. So since this is true, execute again this one. So display the value of A, which is equivalent to 3. Then tab again. And then test the condition here. Is 1 mod 2 equal to 0? So this is false kasi 3 divided by 2 will not give us the remainder of 0. It will give us the remainder of 1. So meaning dito po siya mapupunta sa else, which is mag-add tayo ng value sa add, magiging 2 na siya. From 1, it will become 2. Okay? Then increment again the value of add, so, the value of A rather. So A now will become 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? This is true. So since this is true, the number of odd numbers here is percent %d. This is equivalent to 3. So meaning from this program, it will count ilan ba ang even here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Kaya 3 siya. Then it will count the number of even. So 1 and 2. So this will be the output of your program. So let me try this. So we have the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 2 even numbers, and we have 3 odd numbers. Now let's try this time. This time we'll add the value of the number. Okay, so let me have this one. Okay, so this time what we're going to do, guys, instead of assigning the number, or instead na naka-fix na po yung looping natin, this time we will try to identify hanggang kailan siya mag-loop. Okay, so again, instead of, di ba normally what we're doing, guys, is that yung looping natin laging nakadepende dito or laging naka-fix. Okay, this time mag-i-input tayo ng number para dun siya, yun ang basis niya for the looping. Okay, so we'll have here percent %d, then we'll have num. So let me close this one first. Okay, so meaning, guys, okay, so meaning we will start the number. Let me have enter a number to end the loop. Okay, so this time we will input a number wherein yun yung basis niya kung hanggang saan lang siya mag-loop. Okay, so we will add here a number. So we will start pa rin from 0, from 1 rather. The looping will still start from 1, but it will end depending on the number that you will input here. So I will have here num, and then printf the numbers are, then we'll have the value of. Okay, so let's run this one first. So you have to input a number to end the loop. So for example, I want 3. So the number will just give me 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me add here backslash. So again, for example, I want 5. So the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll add the do while condition, do, and then we'll have character try. Okay, and then we'll have while try is equals to y, or try is equals to capital letter Y. Printf try again. I hope you can follow with my program. Scanf, then we'll have %s, then ampersand try. Okay, so I added here another code. So we'll have system cls. Okay, so we'll try this program. So enter a number to loop. So for example, I want 5. So the program, sorry, let me put it at the bottom part. Okay, let's run again. So 5. So the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try again. So yes. So enter a number to loop. For example, I want 20. So it will display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 20. Try again. Yes. I want 50. So display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 50, and then load. Sige, we'll try another one. So we'll have, try natin to. Enter an integer. Okay, we'll have this one a number. Okay, and then we'll have, let me copy this, and we will apply here condition. So we'll have range here, and then we will have this one. So we'll have printf. If you will look at this one, it will display %d, which is the value of num here, multiplied by another %d, which is the value of a. Okay, and then another 1% d here will display num multiplied by I. Okay, let's try to run this one first. This should be dapat to a. Okay, so for example, we have an integer. Example, we have 3, and then our range is 2. So it will display 3 times 1. 2. Let me move it \n na lang. Okay, so let me run. Okay, so for example, we have 5, and then our range is 3. So it will display 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 2, 10, 5 times 3 equals 15. Try again. Yes. So for example, we have 10 and 5. So it will display 10 times 1, 10 up to 50. So we'll have here 3 variables, a, num, and range. Okay, these are the 3 sample programs, or the 3 variables rather. And then, okay, we'll start here. Okay, so enter an integer. So that's the first output. Enter an integer. Okay, so meaning whatever you will input here, that will be the value of your num. So for example, I will input here 4. So the value of num here is equivalent to 4. Next one, enter. So I have here \n. It will move on the next line. So let me just copy. Okay, enter the range. Okay, so for example, the range that you will input is 3, just to make it short lang. Okay, or make it 2 na lang. Okay, so range now is equivalent to 2. Okay, did you get that one? Okay, now we will now have the looping. So the value of a is equivalent to 1, 2. Is 1 less than 2 true or false? So since this is true, we will implement this one, or we will display this one. So it will display %d. The first %d is referring to num. What's the value of num? It's 4. Okay. Followed by a multiplication symbol or asterisk. Another one is %d. %d is referring to the value of a. A is equivalent to 1. Then we have here equal sign. And we have another %d. %d is referring to num multiplied by a. Num multiplied by a will give us 1 times 4, 4. Okay, it will give us the value of 4. Then afterwards, it will have a \n, or if you move on the next line. Okay, this time we will increment the value of a. So a now will become 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 2? That is true. So do this one again. So this time %d is num again, which is 4. Then add the multiplication table again, or the multiplication symbol rather. Then we have the %d, which is a again. So this time the value of a is equivalent to 2. Then equal sign again, and then we'll have last %d referring to num multiplied by a, which is 2 times 4 will give us 8. Okay, increment again the value of a, so a now will become 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 2? This is false. So since this is false, we will now jump to this one. So we'll have try again. Okay, and then we'll have the condition if it's true or false. Okay, so we'll try to have this example. So I'll have 4, and 2. So I have 4 times 1, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Thank you for watching my channel. So I hope you've learned a lot. So please click like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Bye-bye!